Hello, good evening. See y'all later. Happy Tuesday. It is Tier Tray Tuesday with Tony. I am Tony with October Road Studio. I am going to post a link. If I can pull it. 1 second. I've got to pull it somewhere. 1 second. Let me see if I can get it and pull it over here. Let's see. Not there. I'm just trying to remember. Hi, Brittany. How are you? Manage links. Add a new link. Just trying to get this link added. Paste. And save. Done. Done. Okay. Renee, will you let me know if that link's saved in there, if it shows up for you guys? Hello, hello, welcome. I wish I was centered a little bit. Let's see if I can center me. That's gonna drive me crazy. There we go. Now I'm centered. I'll just move over. There we go. Now I'm centered. Okay, we are doing a sunflower tier tray set tonight. And there are lots of moving pieces to this, but I'm super excited. I started one piece because I wanted to see how it looked, but this is one of the pieces. And this is the little pail that goes on. It goes on, sorry. We're gonna paint this like a turquoise blue, and I think it will be so pretty. I know there's some people on here, I just can't see who's popping on, so if you say who you are. Hello, Lori Smith. How are you? Lindsay, who cuts for me, who cuts the wood for me, she did hers, and I'm going to show you hers. This is her little gnome that she did. This goes in the set. There's this one is in the set. There's the sunflower farm just ahead in the set. There's the flower pot. Hi, Tammy Clausen. How are you? There's this little tag that has some twine that goes on it. There's an Arandoc chair that goes with, put some sunflowers in it. That I'm gonna have fun putting that one together. And then there's a sign that says home. These go on the ends of it. And then it has an H, a sunflower for the O, an M, and an E. So ours are not going to be exactly the same because, you know, I do mine a little bit different. She does hers with tons of color. This one for me is probably going to have some color. But so I wanted to start this because I am pretty new to the laser cut designs. That's why I've been doing the kits twice a month. Thanks for the likes, you guys. I appreciate the hearts and the thumbs up. They really, really, really help our pages. So I really appreciate that a lot. I think what I'm gonna do is start with doing the sunflower pieces first. Well, no, whoop. I'm not, hello, Sienna, how are you? Happy Tuesday to you too. Let's do another sunflower piece real quick. Let's do, so this is two pieces. This says Farm Fresh and it's a little cutting board. And then this goes on top of it. And then it will go on the tier tray. So we're gonna go ahead and paint this and this. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the white. And I was thinking to myself, you know, I use chalk paint on almost everything I do. And I realized on this project, no ma'am, not gonna use chalk paint because I want to see all of this detailed lining. If you see all those lines of the sunflowers, if I were to use chalk paint, I think it would fade those quite a bit. So we're not going to use chalk paint, we're going to use acrylic paints. So that's what I'm doing tonight is acrylic paints, and we're going to paint this, and hopefully, yep, my Farm Fresh paint, my Farm Fresh is going to stay brown because I'm not going to go deeping into the grooves a whole lot, and we're going to paint this. We're probably going to have to paint it a couple times because it isn't chalk paint, so it doesn't cover the same as chalk paint does. As you guys know, most of you know. So let's give this a coat. And hopefully you guys can see the link to this kit. You get a lot of detailed things in this kit. This says Farm Fresh. So every other Tuesday is a random kit, and then the next Tuesday, I mean, not a kit. Every other Tuesday is a kit. Then the next Tuesday is whatever I come up with in my head, the theme, and all the things that I want to do with that theme, the things that I make. Next Tuesday will be something totally different, and not that you can order, just something that I come up with and hopefully will inspire you to create. Hello, hello everyone that's jumping on. My phone's a little slow tonight, I don't know why. But please, if you're new here, let us know that you're new. Okay, so I gave this a quick coat of white. It's gonna take me a little bit. I don't know. I'm so used to working with chalk paint, y'all. The white is gonna drive me crazy. It's gonna take a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna set my white brush over there. I do have some yellow that Lindsay brought me. It is American Deco Art Americana Canary Yellow. This is Canary Yellow. So I put that, I'm gonna put some more into this little paint cup. Lindsay was so sweet and brought me these little paint cups. Oop, that is way more than I'm gonna need. Okay. And I am going to use a pretty small brush. And we're gonna do our sunflower. Hello, hello, welcome. So we're just gonna go and paint this, and as you can see, if you can see it, let me just do a couple petals, and I'll hold it up and show you that the marks show through really, really well. And that's what we want with this project. That's what we want. We want the details to show. It's almost like a paint by number to me. That's what it almost reminds me of, is a paint by number. And then I'm gonna come back and highlight it with a little bit of orange. But if you can see it, see, it highlights, it leaves the dark. Hi, Susie. You see how it's highlighting the lines? I like that because it shows the outline of the flower. So I'm just outlining the flower. And if you're new to my page, if you will give that little button a follow, I'd super appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my numbers. And we would love to have you here in our creative community. So I'm just giving this coat, and we're gonna let that part dry. And then I'm gonna grab my Antique Wax by Waverly, which is a brown color. So Antique Wax, water-based. It's a brown color. Hello, Deborah Miller and Tracy. Hello, hello. And I'm gonna grab a different brush, and we're gonna grab it. Ooh, that brush is a little stiff. Let's see, there we go. And we're gonna fill in the center of the sunflower. So like I said, it's really like a paint by number. So, and we're just gonna dab it and pull it around. At first I was super intimidated because I have not done a lot of these. I know a lot of my friends are do these every day, and I am so new at the laser cut wood crafting, but I am actually enjoying it. It's actually kind of relaxing, y'all. But this one's a summery, fall-y, more fall for me. I think it's really appropriate for August and September and beyond if you want to keep it up. You could add it into your Halloween if you wanted to add little skeletons or something to the tiered tray. It could be really cute. So I'm just filling in the center with brown. So we have the brown and the yellow. Can y'all see that? Is my camera dirty? Can y'all see that? I feel like it's blurry. There. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Jennifer. How are you? Hello, friends. Is it blurry to you guys? Hopefully it's not blurry. Okay, so I did that one. And I'm gonna, while I have this brown out, I'm gonna do this little center of this one. It goes to another piece that we're gonna do next. I know I should stick with one piece, but I've got this paint on this brush, so I kind of want to get it off. So I'm gonna do this piece real quick. Again, this is Antique Wax, but look at the detail. This is the center of another piece. Look at all the little seeds. Can y'all see that? Hello, Mary. Thanks for turning the porch light on. Hello, Amanda Green. Hello, everyone. Okay, so there's that one. Let me put the lid on the Antique Wax. I have some orange paint right here, and it is called Pure Orange by Folk Art. So that's from Hobby Lobby. And I am going to use it to run around the insides of the sunflower and just give it a little bit of color. You've been busy doing a remodel on the house and moving into, yay! Hello, Thelma Phillips, how are you? So I'm just gonna go around the edges of the sunflower. Are you guys so proud? I'm using color and give it a little color around the center, or the edges, the center edge of the sunflower, just to give it a little, ever so slight color around the edges. You can barely tell, but you can tell just enough. Just enough. Oh, here comes the doggos. See, isn't that pretty? So that's our piece that goes on our cutting board. And it kind of goes on like that. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to do one more coat of white on the cutting board. At least bottom half, yeah. And then we'll let that dry and get it glued on. Acrylic paint is so different, you guys. The days when we just used acrylic paint. Those days are hard to remember. I've used chalk paint for so long now. It's hard to think of just using acrylic paint. I'm spoiled, y'all. I am spoiled with chalk paint. I'm gonna try and find some cute ribbon to go with this for whenever I auction it off, because I think a cute little bow up here would be really cute. Hi, Linda. Hi, MD. Oh, thanks for the sunflower. There's a bunch of sunflowers in this tonight, a bunch. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry and we're gonna let that sit there. And I think we're gonna do this little pot, this little watering pail. Hi, Miss Ruby Cooper. Britt, how are you? I think I'm gonna use the color Aquamarine. Oh, here's my little girl. You guys wanna say hi? Come here, come here. Here is Miss Molly. Look at how big she's getting, y'all. Look how big she's getting. Thank you, Linda. My husband built that for me. That is in our dining room. Here's Molly. Look at her. Isn't she so sweet? Excuse me, she's getting so big. Say hello. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Say hi. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't she cute, Miss Ruby? This is Miss Molly. Molly May. Okay, go down with your brother and your daddy. Go in there. Oh, you got locked out. You got locked out. Okay. So we're going to use Aquamarine. I'm going to put it in another cup. You know what I wish I had was some of those makeup applicators. Those would be nice right about now. And I'm going to apply this Aquamarine. Hi, Greg. Thanks, Jennifer. Isn't she sweet? I just love her. To this pail. So I'm going with the colors Aquamarine, turquoise-ish colors, white, yellows, browns. Those are kind of my colors for tonight. I think they're nice and nice fall colors to have for a tier tray. That's what I think. So we're doing this. Isn't that a pretty color? I don't really need to paint the top because there's gonna be the sunflowers on top, but what the heck. I'm already here, so I'm committed. Got it. And I do want to do the back because it will be on the tier tray. So I'm gonna kind of hold it and do the back. You guys know I like my stuff double-sided. Hey, Minnie, how are you? Thank you for sprinkling. If you don't know what sprinkling means, that means hitting that S-H-A-R-E button and sharing the video with your friends, which helps our page grow. which is another important thing, y'all. I'm still trying to get to 10,000. One of these days I will. Facebook will say she's finally being consistent. We're gonna share her out there, and she's gonna have more friends. But I'm fine, really, honestly, with my little family of friends right now. I'm perfectly fine, to be honest. Okay, I think this is a beautiful color. It's springy, but it's also fall-y. I think it's so pretty. It's just a pretty fall color. Thanks, Robin, for sprinkling. How are you? Yep, he retired to the bedroom. He made dinner tonight. He made cabbage and sausage. Him and Chandler went into the bedroom and they're watching, I don't know what they're watching, but at 6:57, Chandler was like, oh, it's time for us to turn TV off and go to the bedroom. So they retired to the bedroom because I don't have my studio set up. This is my dining room wall. Did not my husband do the greatest job on this? I think he did so good. I need to find like a fall sign to put right there, and then I'll do a Christmas sign and all the different holidays. We just hung that sign up there to get a visual of the spatial aspects of the wall. But, okay, so there's our little watering can. Minnie, you're doing good. Got a new great-grandson on Thursday, and he weighed 8 pounds and 21 inches long. Wow, congratulations, Minnie. That's awesome. So, his birthday is August 19th. Molly. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She's trying to chew up a box, y'all. That's so fun. Yes, congratulations to Miss Linda. A new grandbabies are so fun. So we're gonna let that one dry. I kind of have both sides drying. Hopefully it'll be okay. And then this is gonna go on top of it. Isn't that gonna be so cute? It's gonna be so cute. It's gonna be darling. I'm gonna put the white on this before it spills. Will you guys take Molly back in with you when you go back? Okay. Okay. As soon as that dries, I'm gonna glue it down. Okay, this one's ready to glue though. But I think we're gonna wait and glue everything at the same time. So there's one piece done. There's our second piece done. Do what, babe? No, I'll eat one of them. Thank you though. Let's do our little Nomi guy next. Okay. The guys are going outside to work on cars, and the dogs went with them. Hi, Denise. Okay, so we have our nose and our hands. We have the sunflower, and the hands go on top of the sunflower. We have our gnome beard, a sunflower, the hat, the gnome, and the beat. So, this is the fun part. Let's start with our gnome hat, because I think I'm going to do it in the turquoise color. So I'm going to do the gnome hat in the turquoise color. I hope this isn't too much turquoise for this tray. What do you guys think so far of this tray pieces? The link should be in the comments or posted somewhere. This is a really fun tray kit. Tray kit, something like that. So there's the hat. Thanks, Linda. There's the hat. I'm gonna get my brown out. I've got some brown somewhere around here. And use it on the feet. And it's just acrylic burnt umber. We're gonna paint his feet brown. It's a pretty dark brown. Like that. And one day I'll master this before the year is over. Well, I don't know before this year's over, but before this next whole year's over, I'll master it. There's his feet. And then I think I want to use antique wax for like his little skin down there. So we'll get some of that. And we'll use that down here. It's not quite as dark. We'll stretch it out. See, it's not quite as dark. May only need a little bit of it to show because his gnome beard was gonna cover up most of it. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Margaret. So we're just gonna do the light antique wax on his, like his little body parts down here. His feet are dark brown because they're shoes. And the antique wax is like kind of where his body will show a little bit. I don't want it to be too dark. We'll just lighten it up just a little bit. Like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna do his hands. Antique wax too. It's got a good little tan going on. Good little tan. Let's get his nose. I'm trying to scoop it off of his little body here. Do them all at the same time. We got his nose and his hands, his feet and his body. And then I think I'm gonna do his beard like a creamy brown color. How sweet. I only have great ground boys and another boy due in January. A girl would be exciting. Who said that? Minnie said that. A girl would be excited. Hi, Barbara Nace. Hey, Teresa. When are we going to get together, girly girl? We got to plan a weekend for us to get together. Gotta plan a weekend. So I'm going to put some white acrylic in this little cup. And then I'm going to put some antique wax in it. And hopefully get like a cream color for his beard. And we'll see if it gets creamy enough. Nope. I need like a big glob. This is the acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree. I don't know how I feel about it at the moment. I don't know how I feel about it. Hello, Madeline. Hello. Let's see. Okay, that's more what I wanted. So I'm gonna have to switch brushes though, because this one's got it all over. It's like a creamy, brownish, grayish. I don't know. We'll see if it makes a difference. Hopefully it looks like something. Okay. So it's like a creamy color. Yeah, this works. What do you guys think? Can you see it? It's like a sandy color. Oh, please don't apologize. Hello, Emily. No apologies for being late. I'm just grateful that you're popping on. We're glad to have you. This project is out of my comfort zone. So I'm really trying new things, y'all. So some of you might be very well versed in this, but I'm excited that I'm able to bring this to y'all because I think you could really have fun with it, do it your colors. You could really get creative in how you paint this. You could use paint pens, you could use all different things. I'm using acrylic paint because of the blending and all the things on this project for this kit. So right now we're working on the gnome beard. We're about to be onto the sunflower. So this is kind of a sandy color beard. Gnomes have sandy colored beards, right? Hi Marge, how are you? Hi Carolyn. Okay, that sounds good, Teresa. I have an extra bedroom. I have an extra bedroom. Let's see. So this is like a sandy color. Yeah, I think this will work. Yeah, he's gonna look cute, y'all. Okay, we're gonna let him dry. And we're gonna go to the sunflower parts of this. So I don't have to worry about painting the little hands because we have hands that come onto this. We already painted those, so we're gonna go back to our yellow. My yellow brush over here. I have my little cup of yellow. It's Canary Yellow by Folk Art, I think is what I said. Or Americana, I can't remember. All right, so we're gonna go back to the detailed and we're just gonna pull it. I have a lot of paint on my paintbrush, so I'm gonna go back and pull the paint off. And then as it dries, the lines are gonna start showing through. And you wanna get it right down to the center of the sunflower. And this is gonna go on the side of our little gnome's hat. So I think this will be really cute with the turquoise colored hat that we did. Or that I did. Hi, Kimberly. Good evening, Miss Marge. Good evening, good evening. Hi, Debbie Smith. Welcome, everyone. Love that you guys are here. Are you guys so proud? Throw me some hearts if you are just like so impressed Yes, I'm tooting my own horn. You're so impressed that I have been on for a solid month, y'all. Every Tuesday for a whole month. Every Tuesday for a whole month. I am so proud of myself. Y'all have no idea. Yes, there's a heart. I am so proud of myself for showing up and being here for y'all and for myself. You guys know how hard that is for me. It is so hard. Y'all know how hard it is for me. It's hard to put yourself out there and not know if people are going to show up and all the things. It is hard. So I am super, super excited that I made it a whole month. Hi, Donna. So, okay, so I'm putting yellow on this sunflower where the little hands go. And like I said, I'm using acrylic paint because I want the details, all of the sunflowers, to show through. All the wood markings or like the edging work, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I want it to show. I'm afraid if I use chalk paint it would go away, so I don't want to do that. And then I'm going to come back with the brown. And do the inside of the flower. I'm just kind of dabbing it around in the circle. Like that. And then as that dries, you can see the little seeds pop up, which is really cool. And then I'm going to go back and grab my orange brush. Oh, I forgot to do the brown on this one. I'll do it in just a sec. I'm going to put some orange. Woo, that was a lot. Spread it out. There we go. Spreading that orange out. Okay, so I have a funny story for y'all. So, hello Renee. Hi Lindsay. Yeah, the seeds are showing up really good in the brown. You can see the seeds. See how they're showing up really good? Okay, so I am really I like to have things organized a lot with certain things. And today I got home with some dog treats, and they were in different kinds. Like I had chicken dog treats and beef steak dog treats and bacon dog treats, and like I got this jar for the dog treats. Hi Penny. Hi Renee. Yeah, I said hi Renee. Renee, hi again. Hi Penny. Anyway, I got this cute little jar for the dog treats because I don't know if you guys knew, but when we got Molly, like a week or two after we got her, she got really sick. So we couldn't let her go outside for like a whole month. So we had to like potty train her on potty pads. And anyway, it's been really hard to potty train her, to get her to go outside and like not use the potty pads. And so we got this treat jar, and she's associating the treat jar with going potty outside and all the things. So Chandler was sitting at the island, and David was making dinner today, and he goes, I was dumping all the treats into the jar, and he goes, like all of a sudden he goes, Tony, are you sick? And I was like, no, why? And he's like, are you sick or what? Dad, is she sick? And I was like, what are you talking about? Am I sick? He's like, what is wrong with you? I was like, what do you mean what is wrong with me? And he's like, you're putting all those dog treats in the same jar. And I was like, yeah? And he's like, they're all different. You normally would put them in a different jar, all of them in a different jar, because they're not the same. And I thought, like, he was asking me if I was, like, really sick. Anyway, that's really bad when they call you out on that. Hello, Emma and Cheryl. So I thought that was super funny. Y'all might not think that is funny, but I personally thought that it was funny. I cannot find the glue that, hi Leanne. I can't find the glue that everyone is talking about anywhere, so we're gonna try this super glue Loctite Extra Time Control with a skinny lid and see if it works. I may have to cut it. I don't want to cut it, but I might have to. No, I just have to twist it. There it comes. Okay, I didn't need to cut it, dang it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this gnome's beard on. It is controlled by the squeezy thing though. That's how you know I'm still learning to do this. So everything's lined up. So you can easily put everything where it goes. You hear Molly out there. Hi Loretta. Hi Leanne. Welcome everyone. Okay. And then I'm gonna put the little, its little hands on here. And they're cut to show you right where to put them. He's got a good tan going on, y'all. Like that. Okay. Next, I'm going to put his nose on. And there, if you see, there's like a little ripple right there. It's right on there for you. So you can just put it right on where his nose goes. And then on the back of the sunflower, put some glue like that. Put that in the middle. And that stuff works good. And then we have our little gnome. Oh, wait, we have one more piece. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Now I'm gonna take the antique wax and kind of brush a little bit on the edge of his hat. Just to shadow it a little bit. I'm not, like I said, I do not proclaim to be this mega painter, but look at how cute that is. Isn't that cute? Hi, Sally and Brenda. Look at how cute that is, y'all. That's our first done piece. Our cute little gnome, our sunflower gnome. Okay. Put that piece over there. Let's go ahead and glue our sunflower to this. It says Farm Fresh. There's that. Hello, Lisa. There's our Farm Fresh sign cutting board. Okay. So the next thing we have is our these. Oh, well, we'll go ahead and glue this on real quick. I forgot about this. Our little pail of sunflowers, and they're marked where to put them on. I'm just gonna put the glue on the pot where they go. And lay it right down on there. Hi, Barnera and Lisa. Hello, hello. And press that down. Here's our third piece. Isn't that cute? So cute. Okay. Now we're gonna do a more complicated piece for me. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna wait on this one. No, we'll go ahead and do it. Okay. So this is a round circle. It says Sunflower Farm just ahead, and it has an arrow. And it has a sunflower with a double layer and a little cute, happy, smiley face. So it has an arrow, and the words all come out and go onto this. So I think I am going to rub this with like my blue color, I think, and then we're gonna do white, well, brown letters. Let's do blue with brown letters. What do y'all think? Hello, Liz and Natasha and Edna. Hello, hello, welcome. We are doing a sunflower tier tray set. And it's super cute. I don't want this to be super dark, so I'm kind of trying to spread out the blue, or the aquamarine, I guess. I just want it lightly, not as dark as my gnome and my watering pot. possible to do that. Like that. Not really. A little bit more blue up here. Like that. Alright, so there we have that piece. Okay, so now we'll go back to our antique wax. Hi Sandra. You have just the opposite. Great-granddaughter's grandson would be like that boy. It just didn't happen. You guys talking about grandkids again? I love it. Okay, antique wax, and we're gonna do the sunflower, the word sunflower in the antique wax. So it will be, and then we're gonna pop it out. And we'll glue it. So if you want something relaxing to do and you enjoy the colors and you want to take your time, this could be a really fun project. Do it with some girlfriends, do it with some grandkids, do it with your kids. That. These letters already came out for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and paint them. Like that. And then I think I'm gonna paint the arrow white. There's an arrow that goes with it. Oh, here's the arrow. So I think we'll paint it white. This white is really very light. Very, very light. 6 granddaughters and 2 grandsons. 6 of them have children. Wow, Linda. You're busy. You're a busy grandma. Are you a grandma, a nana, a nona, a nana, and a Grammy, a Mimi? A little bit more white. I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out with me. I'm not doing this by myself. Okay. So these are taped on, so when I untape them, they come undone. And then we glue them on. Oh, I'm gonna let these dry just a little bit longer, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint this. So I do need some green for the stem. Hey Caitlin, how are you? And Bobby, hello. Hello, friends. I'm gonna paint the stem green. Just like that. And then put the lid back on there, because I will need this green again. And then I'm gonna go back to yellow. Paint this flower yellow. This one doesn't have any of the razor marks in it, so I'm just going gung-ho with it. And it's double layered, so I'm gonna get it nice and coated, let it dry, grab my other piece, and coat it yellow. And we'll put that one on top of that one when they dry. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Whew. Hello, Jean. I am doing good. Hey, Patty Harris. Welcome. Okay. So I'm gonna untape the farm and get my little letters out. Out. My F's out. I'm gonna actually use my other glue for the letters. Just has a finer tip, but a lot of glue. Okay. I'm gonna put it right on my board. F A R M. There. There's that one. That glue is really messy. Really messy. Okay. Hi, Lori. Hi, Barb. Let's see, Patty Harris is on there. Okay. So now we have our sunflower word that we got to get on here. And you just pull the tape off on the back. Like that. And it all comes out. It's a lot easier because it's just one word. Okay. And then we get our glue. And put it on. I like this glue because I can control it. And I broke the S, y'all. That's okay. I'll just tell Lindsay that I need her to strengthen the S. There we go. All right. And then I'm gonna stick this on here. Like that. And then I have my arrow. Hi, Cindy. Good evening, Nancy Felix. How are you? Thank you for spreading the joy. Hi, Norma. Thanks for the heart, y'all. I love the hearts. Hi, Miss Molly. Hi, Molly. Do you want to come say hi again? Mama's crafting. Sorry, my eyes are getting tired. And I don't have nails. Y'all, I'm trying to get the tape off the back of this. Okay. Okay. So here's our white arrow. I'm gonna put the glue on it and lay it down. There's that. And then here's our flower. It goes right here. Like that. And then the other one goes on top. I'm gonna offset it, there we go. Okay. So there's that one. Hi Angie, hi Kathy. Isn't that cute? Sunflower Farm. Just ahead, sorry. Okay, so those ones are done. We have our gnome done. We have our watering pot done. Now we need to do our home sign. And we're on the home stretch, y'all. We're on the home stretch. So thanks for hanging out with me. So for this one, I'm gonna do these antique wax. So I'm gonna get a wipe. And we're gonna rub on this. So we're gonna do, these are our little, this is our little banner. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Hello, Michelle. Thank you. I hope you guys can see the link to order this kit in the comments or somewhere. Kind of fun because you can see the grain come out too. It's kind of fun. What did everyone have for dinner? I haven't had dinner yet and I'm getting hungry. After this live's over, I'm gonna have dinner. Thanks, Minnie. Hello, Karen Mitchell. How are you? Ooh, I'm making y'all shake. Sorry. What do y'all have for dinner? It's so hot to cook. Mercy. It's hot. It's like, I think Chandler said it was like 108 or something. It was hot, y'all. It was hot outside today. Timber's laying down by me. Hello, Emily. Ooh, someone had pizza. Yum, Madeline. Pizza sounds yummy. We're gonna have carbless pizza sometime this week. Okay, so I got my banner pieces done. I'll grab a drink real quick. Okay. I'm gonna do my H and my E and my M blue. I hope this isn't too much, not blue, turquoise or whatever, aquamarine. I hope that's not too much. Hamburger steaks with gravy and onions. Nancy, that sounds so good. Zucchini with a salad. Ooh. You hear my husband? He said, ooh, that sounds good. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Ooh, yum. Y'all are making me hungry.
I don't want to eat all cabbage.
Oh no, I'm ready to eat some cabbage. Cabbage and sausage. So I've been on a big protein kick, y'all. I keep buying things that are high in protein for our family. And today I bought some protein bars. Oh my goodness, they are so good. 105 here today in Texas. Karen, I feel ya, 108. Minnie had breakfast for dinner. What kind of breakfast did you have, Minnie? Did you have pancakes? That's what I keep saying I'm gonna make for dinner, but it never happens.
So they say that for a week.
We've been saying we were gonna have pancakes for a week, and we never do. I always end up doing something different. At least we haven't had frozen pizza for a week. We were having frozen pizza like every other night.
We were broke and tired.
We were tired. More tired than anything. We were tired. Okay, so there's our HME. Now we're going to go back to another sunflower, and we're going to do it yellow. Let me find my yellow brush. Here it is. Alright, so I'm going to go back to doing yellow, and I got to be careful because I've got green leaves on this one. This is our O for home. Our O for home. Oh, grits and eggs, bacon and toast. Yum. That sounds yummy. My husband doesn't like grits. It sounds good to me, though.
I get it sweet.
You like them if they're sweet?
Sweet kind. I don't like the yummy kind of.
I didn't know they made sweet grits.
That's like cream of wheat.
Oh, it is? Huh.
Close to it.
Close to it. Okay. So there's our yellow. I gotta let that dry a little bit, and I gotta get my green. I know I had a green brush somewhere, but I don't. Oh, here it is. Y'all hanging with me still? Yep, you guys are still here with me. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Get some green leaves on these little sunflowers. Then we're gonna go back and put some orange on the sunflowers so they're not so bright yellow so they match the other sunflowers. Okay. And I just want to shout out to Lindsay because I tell her kind of what I want. I kind of not really do a really rough sketch of what I want or send her kind of a picture, kind of sort of tell her kind of what I want. And then she sketches it out. Ooh, that helped a lot, babe. Thanks. That light. Oh, it's okay. I didn't think about it. And then she does all this. She doesn't download these files, y'all. She creates them just for us. So shout out to Lindsay Cat Creations because she's amazing. She is an amazing lady. She's so stinking creative. It just blows me away. I mean, we're all creative in our own ways. Like I mean, I'm creative to a certain extent, but when it comes to the digital stuff, not so much. Not so much. Okay. This little guy I did at the beginning, I'm gonna glue him on the center. What kind of sausage did hubby put in the cabbage? No, Nancy, Jackson is with his brother. So he's going to school with up at his brother's. But Chandler's going to school here. Chandler's is my son's, my husband's son. My husband's son, sorry. So I'm kind of empty nesting now almost. I don't really know what to do with myself. Hi, Diane. What kind of sausage was it, babe? Smoked sausage. Smoked sausage, Minnie. So isn't that cute, y'all? That's our O for our home. So I'm gonna put it on my little, what am I thinking? On my tag. Put some glue on the back. Just like that. There's our O. You love smoked sausage, Nancy? With cabbage and, ooh, potatoes. Red potatoes are my favorite. You put kielbasa in yours? Mmm. It's kind of like kielbasa. That sounds yummy. There's our O. Now let's glue our H. Oh, don't run out on me now. There we go. Scared me for a minute. Can't run out yet. M. E. Okay. There's our H-O-M-E. There's those tags. And then we have a couple more for this. Oh, let's do this real quick. This flag I'm gonna leave plain, but I'm gonna rub blue on the inside. Like a blue ball mason jar. Yeah, we're gonna do some yellow too. What the heck, why not? And some green. Hold on, where's my green? Okay, and our yellow. Woo! That almost went flying. I was just gonna leave this one plain, but last minute decision, decided not to. We're getting close though, y'all. Okay, let me put some antique wax in the middle. There. Isn't that cute? Okay. I know it's getting late, so I'm trying to speed up. So again, I'm using acrylic paints because I want the lines to show through. And this one has green on it too, so I want to be careful not to cover up the green leaves.
Hey, is this your shirt or Chandler's?
Mine. My husband's over there doing laundry, y'all. I'm so lucky. Actually, I think it's yours, babe.
Yeah, I just bought it. It's big. Where? Big one.
I know it's late. Okay. And this one. Y'all still with me? I know it's so late. Some antique wax to fill in the centers.
I thought he said he was gonna be able to use it
Okay. And then we'll grab our green back. almost done, so we can put it together. Put some orange on there. Ooh. Spreading the orange out. It looks real bright at first, but the more I spread it, there. Isn't that cute? Thank you, Minnie. It's only after 9 there, Nancy. Hi, Heather. I'm Heather Lynn Designs. Welcome. So that goes on our home banner. And there's actually another one of those, but for the sake of time, we're gonna not do that one. And then Lindsay put this one together. Let me put some lids on this stuff because I want to put some of this stuff on the tier tray. Let me get some of these on these. Okay. So we're gonna put this little chair. We've got some sunflowers. I'm gonna stick in the chair like that. I'm gonna stick this up here. Sunflowers ahead, farm ahead. I don't have my easels either, y'all. I'm gonna put my watering can down here. Oh, here's my little oop. There was my little Molly yelping. I'm just gonna kind of set these on here because I don't have my easels. So you guys can kind of get an idea. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but probably am. Oh, there's my ball. There's a lot of pieces on this tray, y'all. You love a little chair, Minnie? It comes in the kit. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys hung out. It was a long live. This goes on the twine, but I can already tell you that I'm so tired. I'm not gonna be able to, it's not gonna work for me tonight. So But look at all the working pieces. There's a lot of pieces to this tier tray. Isn't that cute? You have the Erin Dock chair. It comes in the kit too. You have all of these pieces. Thank you, Linda. You have the banner. And it has 2 of the sunflowers. I just didn't do the other one. You have the little cutting board. But you have 2 of these, like this, that go on the banner on the home side. You love it all, Nancy. Thank you. Thanks, Karen. You guys are so awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. I'm sorry it was a long one. It was super, lots of color for me though. So hopefully I'll have another live this week, and but per next Tuesday will be a random tier tray. I'm losing my train of thought. No, she doesn't. I can ask her tomorrow, but this one will be in my upcoming auction, Minnie. So this one will be in my auction. But I'll ask her tomorrow if you're interested, and I'll send you a message and let you know. Or you send me a message. I can't send you one, but you can send me a message. And I'll let you know tomorrow, because we're meeting tomorrow. So if you want to send me a message, and I can do one for you. So it just depends. Just send me a message and we'll see what we can do for you. All right, you guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful, blessed evening, and I will see you on Tuesday next week at 7 o'clock Central Time or sooner. So thanks for hanging out, and I hope you guys will I hope you'll be there, and I'm thankful that you were here tonight. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.